amount. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Other way around, right? Okay. So if the required quantity is greater than 0, then we need to enqueue a task. So required number required plus 1 equals name ingredient dot name amount required quantity. Okay, great. So that will build up this required array, and then down here we can gather a resource task for each of them. Okay, for now we need to look at the player inventory, so let's jump into that. Player, and they're going to do get inventory. This can either main inventory or some auxiliary one. Okay. Because I kind of want to aggregate the player main as well as the player quick bar. Oh, there's no player quick bar. Okay, well, let's just player main will do then. Okay. Play main will do. So that was get inventory and then the inventory name. Okay. And so then once I have the inventory, I can do get item count, and that's the name of the item. Okay. Okay, pretty easy. Alright, so then now we want to do for I and requirement in pairs of required. Do. We want to enqueue a gather resource task. So that's going to be args.machine. How's my goal machine work again? Push single next. Current equals goal, next equals goals next. Push single goals. Oh, this seems wrong. Oh, goals not next. I see, I see. Gotcha. So I think I want to do push single to add it to the front of the list. We want to do a new gather resources task. Yep. And the gather resources task takes self.type and self.qty. Name. Okay. I'm actually going to change that to QTY just for consistency. Okay. So this will push a bunch of tasks into the queue in order to craft that recipe. If I cannot craft enough, I figure out how many I need. This is for only one recipe though, so what I need to do is recipe amount times self.qty. Okay, because I might have to craft. If I'm crafting multiple, then I need to multiply that. Okay. Cool. I need the water. So hot. Okay. So I think I need to create a new place building task that tries to craft one of them. So I have the player place building task, which is for me. But I think I want the place building task, which will be for the AI to execute. Place building, got it. Place building, place building, okay. Okay, so okay, cool. So if it's not placed, then we want to... Oh, actually, I should also use this. Find the building that we're trying to place. Find the entity prototype for the thing we're trying to place and figure out its hitbox, and then clear anything else out that's in that hitbox. That would also be a... Okay. So if it's not placed, let's verify that we have one in our inventory. Actually, I guess we could just put a craft recipe. We could just enqueue a craft recipe, and then the craft recipe would just instantly finish because it knows that we have that. I guess I do need to figure out if I have enough. Okay, well let's do the has enough check before I decide to start crafting them. I don't want to do this verify that I have them inside the crafting task. Place building task. Okay, so it's the player inventory. I guess we could also do this in the build module task, verify that we have all the pieces for this module. Before we start enqueuing place building tasks. That's actually probably a better place for it. So this is going to need to be to do AI place the building. Oh my god, people are here in chat. No. Colonel Will. Once this is finished, you'll find that you'll be the one doing it wrong. Because you'll still be using your hands in the first place. How'd you go on your speedrun with Zuri, by the way? If you're still here. I didn't notice that you guys were in the room. Okay, so AI's gonna place the building. Build module. Okay, so before we start building the module, we are going to make sure we have enough stuff. So, what does a module look like? Buildings. Just wait until I have the AI building a combinator network that is a computer with a programming language, and then I'll implement an AI to write an AI on that combinator network. Self module buildings. Okay, so for each building in the building list, verify that we have them. I guess we need to group this building list by count. So, required buildings is going to be a table. Yeah. Okay, so if there isn't anything in the table yet, then we're going to create an entry in the table. Required buildings of building.type. This is going to be equal to 0, and then required buildings building type. Man, I wish there was a plus equals in Lua. If anybody knows how to code in Lua, just let me know. I could use the help. Okay, so we're getting the type, we're going to add them all up, yada yada yada. Okay, and then for each building in the required buildings list, I guess these need to be iPairs now because we're iterating. Whoa. Oh my god, that's so annoying. We need to make sure that we have enough of these buildings. So this is actually going to be type and count. So, okay, let's do a craft recipe. No, we wanted to verify that we have that, right? So, no, I copied away this thing. Okay, so let's get the player's inventory. And then if the inventory dot get item count of the type is less than the count, what? I have nothing against Sarah Connor. It would never happen. Okay, so if we have less of this building in our inventory than we need, then we need to enqueue some craft recipe tasks, which will help us to get those items. So args.machine.push next. Go to capital N. We're going to do a new craft recipe task. Type is going to be the type of building, and the QTY is going to be the count, which is the number that we require. Now the other thing, actually what we need is required count, which is going to be our inventory count. I actually don't have any idea how computationally expensive it is for Factorio to tell me how many of each thing there is in my inventory. I imagine it's probably not very expensive, but so I know that inventory count is less than count, which means I need to do count minus the inventory count. So I subtract the smaller number, and this is going to be the required count. There it is. Okay, so we're pushing a new craft recipe task, which is going to create the required number of things. The craft recipe task will verify you have enough stuff, and then bingo bango, you will go and fetch it based on the gather resources task. Alright, I'm going to pay some attention to chat. You've got a task queue system. I'm assuming it's on a priority heap. Actually, it's literally just a queue.